Alrighty, I kind of lost track of the time, but we're here. So let's do this. Awesome. Hello, Norris. The cool thing about BeLive.tv via Facebook Live is that when folks make a comment, we can show it on the screen. So if you make a comment, it will show up on the screen. And I can also type things in and have them show up kind of like as lower thirds and stuff like that, like this. So let's see, is there any way to tell who's actually here? I think perhaps. So hopefully this is going out, this is working. Feel free to make a comment or ask a question if you'd like to. And we'll see if this thing works. So again, oh yeah, it is live, it is working. So again, I'm just doing my live broadcast. I can see that I have 5 viewers thus far, and that's good. I think it's working. Yeah, I just went back over to Facebook to see that, yes, it is indeed broadcasting, and it is working. Hi, Elaine. How you doing? Elaine is part of our 7-day Facebook Live challenge. We're on day 5, so I'm doing this for the benefit of those folks. Hi, Donna. I'm really doing it for my folks, Elaine and Donna. See how your thing shows up on the screen when I click it? Isn't that cool? And I'm doing it again mostly for the folks who are doing my 7-day Facebook Live broadcast. But I'm also doing it on my regular Facebook Live profile page, on my regular Facebook page, so that I can get out to more people, hopefully. Hey, Doug and Lena here. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So the cool thing again here is that what I like about BeLive.tv is, 1, you can do it from your desktop, which is great. And 2, you can see everybody's comments on the screen, and I can put those up on the screen as they come in, which is kind of cool. So Elaine has a question. Can BeLive.tv be linked up with LiveLeap? LiveLeap is a third-party software that sends your Facebook Live to several Facebook pages at once. The answer to that is I don't know, but I'll test it. I have to jump back into LiveLeap at some point because I haven't used it for a while and I want to see if it's still working the way it's supposed to work. I would imagine because BeLive.tv is going out over Facebook Live that LiveLeap would work with it. So we'll try it. I don't have LiveLeap pulled up right now, but LiveLeap is a third-party software that sends your Facebook Live broadcasts to your other Facebook pages, so you can basically syndicate your content. If you get the fancy schmancy version of LiveLeap, I don't have the fancy version, but if you get the upgrade, you can actually send out notices to Twitter and things like that as well. So that's a really good question, and I'm going to have to find out and put it in the Facebook group for you. So yeah, we're doing BeLive.tv. I can put your comments on the screen as they come up. So Donna asks, do our posts here automatically get popped up on the screen? Are you bringing them up? So I have to go in and bring them up. So on the side of my screen, maybe I can do a screencast at the same time and show you how this is working on my end. But what I have to do is I have to go in and basically show or hide those comments. So I pull them up as I see them come in so that they'll appear on the screen. Elaine says she bought LiveLeap because I thought the capability would enable you to broadcast to multiple groups. That's what it's supposed to do, but I don't know if it does it simultaneously or if it distributes your videos once you're done broadcasting. So I'm going to have to find out about that. Honestly, I haven't used LiveLeap in many months, so I really have to go in and check it out. So yeah, isn't this kind of cool? BeLive.tv. Very interactive. I like it. I can see the comments. I can pull them up as they come in. And I think even more importantly, I can do BeLive.tv from my desktop. So I don't have to worry about the old iPhone and holding it right and keeping it steady and all that kind of stuff. So I like that. Yay! Elaine says she's using what she bought. That's good, because otherwise it's just shelf help. And I've got plenty of that. I have dozens and dozens of products and plugins and things like that that I've purchased that I have not used, or even, I dare to say, I have not even taken out of the box yet. Oops. I guess it's time to open up this lav mic and test that out. I have so much stuff that I have bought and not used, and I justify it all by, thinking, oh, well, I'll do a review and I'll tell all my folks about it or whatever. So I try to do that. I don't always keep up with it. And Live Leap is a good example of that. I mean, it sounds so cool, right? You can syndicate your Facebook Lives, but you got to actually use it to do it. So I will go back in and pull it up. So yeah, I guess I'm in good company. So I'm going to go back into Live Leap at some point in the not too distant future and see how it's working, see if it's been updated, see if the broadcasts will go simultaneously to your other channels or once the broadcast is done. Because once the broadcast is done, I can easily share it to my other channels or my other pages. So that's not that big a deal. But we'll see. All right, so just pop it in here. Feel free to comment, ask questions. I'll stay on for a bit. Again, I'm really just sort of doing this as a live test and as a way to test the theory of BeLive.tv. And again, it's kind of cool because you don't have to count on your phone. Rob commented, and I can pull up all these lovely little comments like Donna's and Elaine's and all that good stuff. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So Maisie and you are both laughter yoga teachers. That's awesome. Yes, what I should mention, speaking of that, Elaine, is that you can also do two-person broadcasts on BeLive.tv, which is great. At the moment, it's free. I don't know if it'll stay that way. At the moment, it's free. But all I did was I went into BeLive.tv in my account, and you can choose between a two-person broadcast or a Q&A. I think there may be some other options as well, but the main ones are Q&A and two-person broadcast. So if I chose the two-person broadcast and set that up ahead of time, I would be able to invite people on the screen. I don't know if I can do it on the fly. I'll try it before we stop. But I chose to do the Q&A so that I could put the stuff on the screen and pull up your comments as they come in and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So Elaine says she's going to do a two-person broadcast with Maisie, which is going to be cool. So make sure when you do that, you share it inside a Facebook Live challenge group as well. I usually recommend people say, well, where should we do our Facebook Lives? Should we do them on our personal page or on our business page? And my answer to that is typically wherever you have the most potential audience. So for me, my personal profile page is a lot bigger, so to speak, than my business page. So I put it on my personal page to start, and then when it's done, I can share it on my business page. Rob says I should get product placement. Crystal Geyser is my sponsor for today. Not really, it's just that I get a dry throat. So yeah, I could do product placement. What else can I plug? That's all I have around here. I have my Nature Valley energy bar. And is it anybody's birthday? Because I have special birthday glasses. Anyone's birthday? Speak up. Is your birthday this month? I'll take this month. Hi, Lucille. I'm a wealth of knowledge. I don't know about that. I'm more like I don't know. Anyway, here's my birthday glasses. So they're supposed to light up. Do they light up? Come on, light up. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there we go. I don't know. What do you want for $2, right? Lucille's birthday is March 16th. Happy birthday, Lucille. My birthday is March 14th. So we're both, maybe that's why we get along so good. We're both Pisces. So let me light up the happy birthday thing, if it'll work. This is, I think this is one of those, probably one of those. Well, you get the idea, right? All right, so that's it. That's my birthday glasses for Lucille's birthday coming up. Hey, Maisie's here. Awesome. Is this being recorded? You know, that's a good question. I assume because it's a Facebook Live, it's automatically recorded. In fact, I'll go out on a limb and say, yes, it's being recorded. So because it's basically, even though I started the broadcast in BeLive.tv, it's still essentially a Facebook Live broadcast. So, yeah, so it'll be recorded and it'll stay in my timeline, and I will go in and share it to the Facebook Live challenge group. And maybe I'll share it to my business page too, because why not? The other thing I'm noticing here on the interface is that I believe, I probably just broke it. I believe you can send out notices to Facebook and Twitter that you are live as you're doing it. So, because I see a little Facebook widget in the lower left corner of the screen here. So I don't know if that'll work or not, but we'll give it a try. Oh, I just froze my screen. All right, let's see. Elaine has a question here. Awesome. Let's see. Pull it up. Can you address broadcasting from page versus profile? So many biz folks engage better via the profile rather than the page, but OBS is only for the page. Yes, Elaine, if you're using OBS, the online, what is it called? Open Broadcaster software, you need to initiate that and do it from your business page. So it won't work from your personal profile. And OBS can be a little bit tricky to set up just because it's got stream keys and you got to copy and paste and go to OBS and then go back to Facebook. But you have to do OBS from your business page. So that is a little bit limiting. But again, if you do the broadcast on your business page and then put it back on your personal profile or share it back to your personal profile, that's one way around that. Although, according to statistics, 3 times as many people watch the live broadcast versus the replay. The next Facebook Live challenge, we're in the midst of that now, Lucille, so you can jump in there anytime. Or the nice thing about the Facebook Live challenge is even though we do it live, the recordings and all the other stuff are available anytime. So all the tutorials and things are recorded and available anytime. So Elaine says it's time to set up a business page. Yes, and I believe it may have changed, but if you want to do any Facebook advertising, you have to have a business page as well. So even though I have a lot more engagement and a lot more potential audience on my personal page, it's good to have a business page because you can do your OBS from there. But in some ways, this takes the place, BeLive.tv sort of takes the place of OBS, because you can do 2-person broadcasts and you can, do the Q&A and have it be very interactive and throw stuff on the screen, which is kind of cool. So, and Lucille confirms that, yes, you do have to have a business page to do Facebook advertising. I'm actually doing a pretty fair amount of Facebook advertising right now on a couple things to test a few things out, and to I have a video Kickstart kit, which is sort of a collection of all kinds of cool items that I'm now selling for like $27 on Facebook advertising, just to see how it works and to test it out. from the business page, you can also schedule posts, see statistics, says Donna. Yes, that's true. And Facebook will give you a lot of analytics and statistics about your broadcast when you do it from the business page. So there's a benefit to that as well. And, again, whatever page you do your Facebook Live broadcast from, you can always share it to your other pages and profiles. So even if you do a Facebook Live from the private group, inside of our Facebook Live group, you can share that outside the group if you go back in and change the privacy settings. So Elaine says, I'm glad Be Live TV is working and not wonky or weird today. What kind of glitches are more common? A couple things, and I've had mixed results with BeLive.tv. It seems to be working. Do I have any wood to knock on? It seems to be working today. Knocking on wood. Seems to be working. But I have had it where it's just shut off, and I've had to continue to restart it. I also had a situation, and this is a cautionary tale, where I was testing BeLive.tv. I was testing it to only me. So I was doing a Facebook Live to only me. And I was just messing around. I'm like, okay, this is only going to me. However, I had music playing in the background. I had like Amazon Prime music playing, I don't know, whatever it was, Crosby, Stills and Nash or something. And Facebook got me for a copyright violation because the music was in the background of the video that I was messing with. Now, I was kind of surprised by that because it was an only me video. It was only going to me. But Facebook didn't care, and they took away my ability to do broadcasts for a few days. Obviously, I'm back now. But, yeah, don't have music playing. Don't have commercial music playing in the background when you're doing a Facebook Live, because Facebook will hit you for a copyright violation, and that's not cool. Let's see. Elaine says to Maisie, the host gets to select what to put up. Yes, that's true. So basically what happens, I'm going to do a screenshot here while I'm broadcasting so I can show you this in the Facebook Live group afterwards. Hold on a second. Be Live. All right. So I just did a screenshot of that because I wanted to save it so I can show you that the comments come in on the right. So as people make comments, they pop up and it says show or hide. So I can even go back to an earlier comment like what Donna said when she was asking, do the posts automatically get popped up on screen or are you bringing it up? I am bringing up the comments as I see them, so I can show or hide those. And the good thing about that is if some, wise ass wants to make a nasty comment, I don't have to show it. I can just pull them over and block them. So that's one of the other benefits of BeLive.tv is you get to decide what gets shown on the screen. And on top of that, you can also go in and type your own comments and then show those. So I can just say, yay, Lou is live. Yay. So I can put these big old orange broadcasty things up and then I can pull them up on the screen. Okay, so let me pull that off here. Lucille says, the challenge is for 7 days. Have you missed too much to start now? Well, the only difference with the live Facebook challenge and the doing it whenever you want is that I'm a lot more active in the group during the live part. So we're on day 5 of 7. But I'm happy to put you into the next one, which I'll probably do in another couple months or a month or so. They seem to be pretty popular, and it's a great way to practice Facebook Lives and do a lot of sort of live experimentation. So, yeah, so I will include you in the next one. No problem at all. And typically, this is the third Facebook Live challenge that I've done. And I decided, even though I did it in December, I want to do it again in late February here, because Facebook made so many changes and there were new things happening all the time and new software and new this and new that. So I ended up actually last weekend sort of redoing most of the tutorials and updating stuff and just basically making it, an up-to-date newer course. So hopefully that's worked out for you guys. We're still in the midst of our 7-day Facebook Live challenge. I will definitely do it again. And it's always good to get in there and practice. The other thing I like about Facebook Live is that it kind of lets you do video without a lot of bells and whistles and prep. I mean, even though we're in Be Live here and I can make comments like this and just put them on screen. Can I do that? Yeah, I think I can do that. Then I can, I have to write my screen updates here. Hold on a second. I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about. Let me go back here. Okay, I'll answer this question first, and then I'll go back to what I was thinking. How long does the group remain there for the Facebook group people? It doesn't go away. So the Facebook Live group remains active, and you can post in there. You can put practice Facebook Lives there. You can broadcast from there. So the group stays up, doesn't go away, doesn't expire. The membership area doesn't go away, doesn't expire. So everything's there, and you can check it out whenever you want. You can get in there and stay in there, and the content doesn't disappear. So once you're in the Facebook Live group, in the Facebook Live challenge group, all that material stays active and doesn't expire. Cool. So let's see now. Let me see if there's any other questions here coming in. Oh, thank you. Donna's here still. Vicky's here. Hi, Vicky. Elaine's here. Lucille's here. Who else is here? Maisie, I think, is still here. Doug and Elaine were here. I think Rob was here earlier. It's weird because if I go over to Facebook Live, if I go to Facebook rather than stay in my other thing, I can see comments that are not coming in on Be Live TV, which is kind of weird. I don't know why that is, but anyway. All right, that's cool. Oh, Philip's here. All right, so let's show this question. How does the light ring work? I have a real problem getting adequate light due to my deep set eyes. I have that problem as well, especially with the glasses. And what you want to try and do, and I'm not doing a very good job with this as I pull my light closer, is you want to try and get a catch light. It's called the catch light in your eye so that you can see the little sparkle or glimmer. So ideally, yes, you want to make sure that your eyes can be seen, whether you have glasses or deep set eyes. And one of our members and students, Estelle, got a light ring that's a little ring that goes on your iPhone or iPad, and it's a little attachment light that you can put on your phone or iPad. I think it's only about $10 at Amazon. So it looks like it's going to be a good investment, and it has a dimmer. And Estelle did a video where she demos that light in the Facebook Live challenge group. So Philip, you may want to check that out and see what Estelle thought of it, because it seems to be working pretty well for her. And I may jump in there and get it as well, because it's so inexpensive on Amazon right now. Okay, Elaine says, if I want the maximum help with anything in the course, like playing with OBS, the best time to do that is in the next few days, right? Yes, because I will be obviously more active in the group as the Facebook Live challenge is going on live than I will be, like 3 weeks from now. And I still check it. I'll go in there and check and see if there's any new comments or questions or videos. But obviously, while we're doing it live, which I would say is every probably 3 months at this point, I'm going to be a lot more active and engaged in that particular group. So good question. So yeah, check out Estelle's video in the Facebook Live Challenge group. She purchased and demonstrates the little $10, $12 light ring that can attach to the phone. I'm not sure. I think it will attach to a tripod. I'm going to have to go back and look at Estelle's video. I wish there was screen sharing on this, because I would jump over to Amazon right now, but that's one thing that BeLive.tv doesn't seem to offer. And Vicky says she has both the small and full-size light rings and ring lights, ring light, and loves them. They look really cool. So I think it's a worthwhile investment, especially if you're going to be shooting with your phone. Now, again, I'm shooting on my iMac with the iSight camera that's in the computer, and I'm using my one softbox light, which is kind of a fluorescent light with a diffuser on it. So I just have, generally speaking, a fair amount of light coming in. I also have a window over here, which gives me more light. I should have another light on the other side to counterbalance that, but I don't, so I don't. All right, cool. Elaine says, thanks, Vicky, for comments on the ring lights. Again, you could go out and spend a lot of money on equipment, and I try not to, because I really want to practice what I preach, which is that for the most part, online video can be done easily and inexpensively. So again, whenever I can use my desktop and the stuff that I already have, my phone, my desktop, that's it. I don't have another fancy computer. Actually, I do have a GoPro somewhere, but I can't even find it. So I think my daughter took it to college, maybe. I have, some relatively inexpensive lighting. I have my little cameras. I have my blue Snowball microphone. That's about $50. That's what I use for the mic. And I have a tripod / selfie stick that was like $10, a telescope. So I can use this as both a selfie stick and a weapon. No, as a tripod, not a weapon. So 3 little legs on the bottom. So when I have the phone thing, I typically put the phone in here, and that keeps the phone steady. And that's, honestly, for equipment, that's kind of all I got. I don't go out and get a whole bunch of expensive stuff. I might get the light ring, ring light, ring light. Elaine says the engagement here is really good, so reminiscent of when she hosted Hangouts. Yeah, because you're an old pro at this. I know you've done some. I know you've done a lot of Hangouts in the past, and I kind of got away from it because Google was sort of, I won't say abandoning the platform, but they weren't giving it as much attention as they used to. Although it's still there and still works. I did a webinar last week on Google Hangouts, and I had no issues with it whatsoever. So so Google Hangouts still works. I just don't know how the engagement is versus Facebook Live. It just seems a lot more engaging, honestly. Philip asks, if we want to shoot something outside away from the Wi-Fi, do we just record and go on later? Yeah, I mean, you can definitely record stuff wherever you are on your phone, and you can always upload it or share it to Facebook later. So, I mean, it's not technically, then it's not a Facebook Live, but you can still do a video anytime, anywhere, and then post it to Facebook later. All right, cool. Let's see what Vicky asks here. How are you liking BeLive.tv? Today, I like it because today is working. I've had mixed results with it again, mostly positive. And I like the interactive part, and I like the fact that I can bring the comments on screen, and I like the fact that it's actually working. Because I've had a few issues in the past. I tried to do one last week, and I kept getting bumped off. And again, that's as much a matter of your internet connection as anything else. So I can't really blame Be Live TV for that. If I had a crappy connection, then I couldn't do a Facebook Live anyway. So Rob asks, Hangouts actually still exist. Google doesn't seem to be promoting it much and certainly not supporting it much. And I think it may eventually disappear completely. But at the moment, and this may change in April, I think there's like April, like around the same time as tax time, it may be going away altogether, because Webinar Jam right now, when I use Webinar Jam, which is a third-party platform, say that 3 times fast, right now on Webinar Jam, you can choose to do it on Hangouts, or you can choose to do it on YouTube Live, which is really what Hangouts is becoming. So since Google owns YouTube, they're sort of merging it all under YouTube Live. So when you do a Google Hangout, for all intents and purposes, you're really doing a YouTube Live at that point. I need a drink of water, then we'll go back to some questions, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, Maisie says she's got kicked off and still can't see my video. Can you guys still see it? Interesting, even if you rebooted. I'm not sure if that's a connection issue or a Facebook issue. You guys can see me, right? Okay, Elaine confirms that starts and setups for Hangouts are now in YouTube. So it sounds like it's all going to kind of merge under YouTube anyway, which makes sense because, Google owns YouTube, right? Okay, Donna says she can see me. Lucille says she can still see me. Yay. So Maisie, I don't know what's going on. It's just one of those things. And Donna says she can see me both on the iMac and the iPhone, which is great. Again, for me anyway, another really big benefit of BeLive.tv is I don't have to use my phone. I can do it from the desktop, which at least for me, I find a lot easier than trying to maneuver my phone. But Donna says on the iMac, not all the comments are showing up on the right side. Now I have to show or hide them manually here. So let's see. So I don't know if they're not all showing up because I'm not I'm showing it. Everything that pops up, I'm showing it. As a comment pops up, I'm showing it. So Vicky asks, do you think YouTube Live will be available for those with under 10,000 followers soon? I would imagine so. I think it's being rolled out to everybody. So, I don't have 10,000 followers on YouTube, I don't think, and I've used it. So maybe it's already there. It's like that Facebook, it's always, I'm always a little hesitant to say because these things are rolled out in phases, and, somebody has something for Facebook Live and somebody else doesn't, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. So I don't know. Esley asks from Brazil, why use BeLive.tv instead of Facebook Live? Great question. And the reason I like it, it's still Facebook Live. It's just sort of an overlay or a third-party add-on to Facebook Live. So it's still going to my personal profile. It's still a Facebook Live. It's just I like BeLive.tv when it works because it gives you that additional functionality of being able to show these comments on the screen or being able to write on the screen. So I can just say like, thanks for being here. And then I can click show and that'll show up on the screen. As you guys ask questions, I can also pull those up on the screen. So that's kind of cool. The other reason that BeLive.tv is cool is that you can do it from your desktop without OBS, without the Open Broadcaster software, and you can do 2-person broadcasts. Now, I don't think you can jump from the Q&A How about now? Anything? Just you can see me, but you can't hear me. Anything yet? All right. Well, so much for that. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up then. Oh, I'm back. Okay. So hey, Billy's here. Yay. Any last minute questions before we wrap up? Maisie, yay, you can see and hear me from the phone. Awesome. I pressed a button that I should not have pressed. So it's a little it's a little touch and go sometimes. All right, I'm back. Okay, so but just because I don't want to screw this up again, I don't want to mess everything up. Let me see if there are any other final questions before we call it a broadcast and we call it and wrap it up. I'm going to go back over to Facebook and see if there's anything else there. Seems to be working okay. Cool. So yeah, BeLive.tv. A little teeny bit wonky, but for the most part, it's okay. When I tried to go to do a two-person broadcast, that's when I crashed it. So I think if you start a Q&A, you kind of have to stick with that Q&A. And, you know, the Q&A is cool because you can see the comments on the screen, which is neat. But you can't go from a Q&A to a two-person broadcast, or at least when I tried to, it crashed. So let me just write my last comment here. See you in the group. And we'll show that one. And hey, it fit everything in there. All right, guys. Thanks again for being here. Have a great weekend. It's Friday. If you're watching live, I'm going to put the recording into the Facebook Live Challenge private group. And, oh, Billy missed it. That's okay. You can watch the recording. Had to pick up the son. Yes, have a great weekend. And it's actually not too cold out here in New Hampshire today. So we'll take Rocco for a walk. And we will see you guys before too long. So thanks again, and thanks for being here. And we'll see you inside the Facebook Live group. Bye for now.